Hello everyone and welcome to St Comas Park for this SSC Electricity League of Ireland First Division tie tonight between Cobh Ramblers and Longford Town. It's 6th against 5th. I'm Trevor Welch, your match commentator here on Cobh Ramblers live stream with reliveit.com, and I'm delighted to be joined by a true League of Ireland great tonight, John Caulfield. John, you're very welcome along. I suppose first of all, congratulations on your new appointment. Obviously it's a tough challenge looking at where Galway are at the moment, winless still after 8, but it's a challenge no doubt you're looking forward to, John. Absolutely,
Trevor. Look, we all love the League of Ireland, and obviously since City, I've been at a lot of matches, and those opportunities to get back in, and the Galway job came up very late on Thursday, and I went up and I met them, and Galway, big city, probably the team have underachieved for a while. There's a massive job to be done, a lot of work, a lot of very good young players coming through, but a lot of work to be done with the squad and a lot of work to be done off the pitch as well. So I suppose in view for next year in the off season, there's a lot of stuff I need to put in place and that. But at the same time, Trevor, I suppose the plus is that I have a lot of experience. And when I came into Cork City in 2013, at the end of that year, there was lots of similarities and problems, and albeit that City were in the Premier Division, but looking forward, it's a great challenge, and the most importantly, hard work, and we have to get stuck in and see how we get on. But it's an exciting challenge. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, and you're coming in, John, with just 10 league games to go. So in that respect, what's the contract like for you?
The situation at the moment for myself is that basically I've done it till the end of the season plus next season. Okay, so they're desperate to try and see can get out of this division, and so like obviously the fact that there's a gap and to the top 5, which is the playoff positions. I think the feeling is, look, to have a call off. If it happens, it happens. But more importantly, get everything in place that next year you can hopefully make sure that we go up. And that's the plan. So look, we'll see how it goes next number of matches. But there's probably a lot of decent players, but a lot of hard work, a lot of work to do.
Yeah, and an assistant, currently going to stay, or
yeah, at the moment, Colin Fortune is there, so he's going to be part of my backroom team. I've also spoken to Johnny Glynn as well, so I'm hoping by Monday to sort of confirm that. I suppose Alan Murphy was resigned on Tuesday, and what basically happened, I got a phone call on Wednesday evening, seeing would I meet them. And then another phone call on Thursday morning, and then I met them Thursday night. So I suppose Trevor just happened in a rush and a panic, and I wanted to be either in place for the game and they'd already last night's game. Colin was in charge, but I wanted to see the game and be involved, and so thankfully I was there to get to the game and have a look. And so at least I'm in Monday, and so it's going to be Shells in the Cup next Friday. So
it's
massive challenge. It's the first match, very difficult, but I want to get the team and get to meet the lads, meet all the players, and try and get on the training pitch every night this weekend.
Okay, we wish you luck with the rest of the season with Galway, John. Cobh Ramblers and Longford tonight, 2 teams that you've yet to meet actually before the season ends. So what are you expecting here tonight? Cobh obviously had a very good win Tuesday against Wexford, so the tails will be up a bit, but they're up against a really good Longford side. So what do you expect, John?
Yeah, and this division with the 5 teams making the playoff is really exciting, Trevor, because
isn't it? Yeah.
Longford are I would expect to be there because they've been in the playoff positions the last number of years, and they have a strong team, very consistent team, and Cobh have always been just underneath that. But I think this year with Stuart there, he can feel there's a real opportunity, and the win the other night sets them up with a real chance here tonight to win, and all of a sudden you win tonight, you're on the tails of the playoffs. So and the one thing is, we know as a ex-Cork City player and manager, you never come down here and get an easy game. It's always a tough venue, and so it'll be a very exciting game, and I'm looking forward to it. So I think Cobh have a good chance of getting results tonight.
Right, it should be a really good game. Actually, John, just one more question before I give the team news. Just your thoughts on Dundalk, because they'll be our nemesis with Cork City and your great rivals. Talk today is that if you believe the rumours that Robbie Keane is coming in as the next Dundalk manager. Have you heard anything like that?
Yeah, I don't know. I think maybe Robbie's agents are trying to get him fixed up somewhere. But obviously Mark Burton is the guy that was with the Man City Academy. He's there, so hard to know who they're going to bring in. It looks like there's a bit of turmoil. Obviously, this evening. You know, they'll 3 down against Sligo Rovers today, which is another.
Mm.
So really, it's gonna put them out of the title race when Rovers are after drawing twice in the last 2 weeks to give the Knock a chance to get back in. They haven't taken advantage of it. So certainly it looks like there's going to be a lot of work for whatever new manager that comes in, because the pressure from the owners is massive. So no, I'm unsure if Robbie Keane will be there or Trevor.
Okay. Well, we're looking forward to your thoughts on this match this evening, John. Let's give you the team news. Cobh Ramblers make one change to the side, which beat Wexford FC here on Tuesday by 4-0, and that is captain Phillips is back from suspension, and he comes in for Cameron Hartson, who drops to the bench. Interestingly, Paul Hunt is absent from the squad for tonight's match. So the Cobh team is Sean Barron on goal, back four of John Kavanagh, Charlie Lyons, Ben O'Riordan and Darrell Walsh. Then you have Pierce Phillips, the captain, Martin Collin, Dave Hurley, Conor Dryan, Lee Devitt, who scored twice on Tuesday, and Derek Crowley scored his first goal on loan from Cork City. That's the Cobh team. Longford Town make 3 changes from the team which lost to Cavan Teely on Monday. Dylan Hand, Aaron McCabe and Joe Gorman, who scored their goal on Monday, return. Mick MacDonald, Lido Latifa and Carl Chambers all drop out. So 6th against 5th live here on Cobh Ramblers live stream tonight from St. Thomas Park. Don't forget to donate. Your help will be much appreciated from Cobh Ramblers Football Club. We're just a few minutes away then from kickoff. So join us live very shortly.
He wasn't up to we'd say Cork City at the time, okay?
Charlie Lyons.
Charlie, yeah. So he's from Shannon, right?
Was he at Avenue with you?
No. So you had obviously Pierce. Obviously Pierce was there. Dave was at UCC, he wasn't with me though. And he
So we're ready for a kickoff here at St. Thomas Park. Longford Town in their yellow and blue strip, and Cobh Ramblers in their traditional claret and blue. It'll be the visitors, Longford, who will get us underway. When St. Thomas Park stood up to Storm Ellen on Wednesday night, can they stand up to Longford this evening as the players taking a knee before kickoff, committed to the Black Lives Matter cause? The strong message continues then in the Electricity League of Ireland First Division tie here tonight. Should be in for a fascinating contest here this evening. Longford losing to Cabin on Monday evening by 3-1, while Cobh with their best result of the season so far with that 4-0 win over Wexford. So Stuart Ashton's team will have their tails up here, and this could be quite a contest. It was 0-0 when the sides met here last season in the league. In fact, Cove's last league win against Longford came in July of 2018. Stephen Christopher and Denzel Fernandez were the scorers for Cobh on that particular night. So referee Kevin O'Sullivan gets the game underway. An early touch for Sam Vernon, and booted forward by Shane Elworthy for Longford. A long ball, and that picks out Rob Manley. And Cobh win it back. Getting it forward here towards Derek Crowley, who scored his first goal for Cobh Ramblers since his move on loan from Cork City. And we're delighted to be joined here on Ramblers live stream tonight by a true League of Ireland great. John Caulfield, the new Galway United manager, is with us this evening. And as I mentioned earlier, John, in the build-up to the match, Cobh should have their tails up tonight following that really good result against Wexford on Tuesday evening.
Yes, you'd hope. You say that, Trevor. But Longford are very experienced sides and lots of good players. Sam Burden, who would have played with Pat Sambra up front, Rob Manley, who came from Cabinteely, linked with Cork City to start the season, and he's here and he got a lot of goals last year. So it'll be a good test because Longford are a very good side.
That was Lee Devitt's ball forward. Scored twice against Wexford here on Tuesday. Derek Crowley and Dave Hurley also on target in a really strong win. And as you mentioned at the start, it's 6th against 5th, but a win for Cobh tonight will move them within 2 points of the playoff places, which certainly is exciting this season. And don't forget to donate. Your help is much appreciated for a live stream tonight. And that was a fresh air shot from Aid Dervin, who was attacking that, but just took his eye off it. Dave Hurley up towards Derek Crowley, but never going to win the battle there with Joe Manley. And the throw for Longford Town. Of course, John, you'll be familiar with a lot of the Cobh players there tonight. You had John Cavan at Cork City, Charlie Lyons for a while, Pierce Phillips, of course, and Derek Crowley, you had at Cork City as well.
Yeah, Trevor, John Cavan, he came through and he was in the first team at 19 years of age. And brilliantly has been hampered by injuries over a few seasons that just he got transferred. Sorry, yeah, he did brilliantly. So it was great to see him back playing, and John's a brilliant guy and a great right full. So he was crippled for a couple of years with serious injuries, but thankfully he's back and he's in good form, and great to see him back.
That ball was meant for Pierce Phillips, cut out though. And Cobh lump it forward again, and Derek Crowley on the chase, but he's never going to make that. I know you had a good time for Derek Crowley as well. Scored here his first goal on Tuesday, as you mentioned, John. You had a lot of time for him.
Yeah, Derek Kinsale lad came into City's 19s last year and gave him his debut, Trevor, in the first team with Cork City last season, and he did really well. It was a difficult period for the club at the time, but he did very well, and I was surprised he didn't get more game time with Cork City this season. But look, it's good for Cobh to have him in his playing matches. Settling
in well, and another ball done forward here, and Derek Crowley chasing that was held off it by Joe Gorman, who scored off the bench in the 3-1 defeat against Cabinteely on Monday. That's given away by Longford. Pierce Phillips back from suspension. The captain on for Dave Hurley. And Hurley cross coming in. It was a decent cross as well. But Longford win it back and looking to attack here. On the line again to Rob Manley. Manley trying to hold off his man and wins a throw for Longford Town. Currently 5th in the table with 13 points, Longford. Cobh Ramblers with 8. That's an easy take for Sean Barron, who had a stormer here on Tuesday, the goalkeeper. Big kick. And former Avondale United keeper, of course. You know a bit about him as well, Sean Barron.
Yeah, they're very well with Avondale. I was part of the Intermediate Cup wins here, and good lad, good goalkeeper, very good kicker of the ball, and you know, obviously he's taken a move into League of Ireland. He hasn't played League of Ireland Waterford lad, but you know, got a lot of experience with Avondale and got a good team. So you know, he I think for Cobh, he's been an addition to this season. So good to see how he gets on. You know,
it's good clearance a few seconds ago. Ben O'Riordan being joined at the heart of defence by Charlie Lyons. Good back four for Cobh with Darrell Walsh on the left and John Cavan on the right. Clean sheet, of course, on Tuesday. And that's Martin Collin, and now Phillips and Collin again under pressure. And Hurley takes over, finds his man as well. Good ball to feet. Cobh has started brightly here, and that's a good ball for Phillips here. And prospects for Cobh Ramblers. That was a very important interception. Good play by Cobh. Really good move that. And Phillips close to picking out Derek Crowley. And almost a chance for Cobh then.
Yeah, 4 or 5 great passes, Trevor. And in the first couple of minutes, Cobh were playing long, but in that period of play when they passed the ball around, they played through Longford, and great play by Cobh.
They have a corner. Dave Hurley, score here on Tuesday, even though it's gone to the dubious goals committee, apparently. Hurley with the left foot, wrapping around that. Now it's gone out the other side for another corner for Cobh Ramblers. So good spell. Just a few minutes into the match here. And Cobh Ramblers know that a win tonight would really put them close to the playoff places, put them on 11 points. They've got 7 of their 8 points so far this season at home. Cobh lost the opening match to Drogheda 2-0, beat Athlone 3-2. And drew with Galway United now. Lyons was up for that, but just too high for him. And Cavan is going to have a go into the town end of the ground and the Liam McMahon stand, but way off target then, Cavan.
Yeah, John was a great striker of the ball, but unfortunately he got underneath that one. But if you look at the corner kick, very dangerous corners. 2 lads at the back, Ben Reardon and Charlie Lyons, 2 good lads in the air. Charlie, a lad who came back from Preston, trained with Cork City for quite a while last year when I was there, and good left pegging him and a good attitude and a good hard boy. So very good player for Cobh to have, you know.
That's back to Lee Stacey, the goalkeeper, and just took his eye off that. Derek Crowley was hoping they might have had a heavy touch then, and that's not a clever clearance either by the goalkeeper. And Cavan is onto that for Cobh, holding off his man here. Now needs a bit of support, has it? With Dave Hurley, and the flag is up. Offside against Conor Drynan. But Cobh looking tasty in midfield when you look at Pierce Phillips and Dave Hurley can pull the strings for Cobh in the middle of the park, John.
Yeah, absolutely, and they're keeping it nice and compact, and they're trying to prevent Longford from playing the passing game. And you have sort of it's like a sort of I suppose a 4-2-3-1, Trevor.
Yeah.
Such, you know what I mean? So they're populating the middle of the park, and in the early stages they've been dominating the game.
Cobh have scored 9 goals this season, 8 against. Drew with Galway here, 2-2 in a really entertaining match. Might have won that late on. So a few results here and there have gone against Cobh. With a bit of luck, they might be on double figures, on 10 points, but 8 points is what they have going into this game tonight. And as we mentioned, the playoff places makes it exciting, and they certainly have a carrot there, Cobh, if they can win tonight. The feel-good factor certainly from Tuesday will continue, John.
Absolutely, and I think, Trevor, you can see with the 5 teams for the playoff, it's kept the league vibrant, and you know, you've Cobh outside the top 5, you've Galway outside the top 5, Athlone, Wexford, Shamrock Rovers, Beast, a lot of good teams outside the top 5. The thing about it is that everyone is beating each other, taking points, and that's why it's such a competitive league.
That's certainly a strong challenge. Referee saw nothing wrong with it. Now, there goes Drynan. Look at Pierce Phillips racing into the box. He's options to his left as well, and to the right. There's Kavanagh onto this here, John Kavanagh. And this looks promising for Cobh Ramblers. And Kavanagh getting the cross away, and just too near the goalkeeper. But again, promising from Cobh Ramblers.
Yeah, great move. Drynan did very well, and again, Cav making an overlapping run as he always does, and beautiful ball to the front post. It was a striker's dream for a tap-in, but you know, it was just Derek Crowley was just a yard off it. But again, typical. That's one of the strengths of John Kavanagh when he gets down the line, puts in very good balls, Trevor.
It's been a good 7 or 8 minutes or so for Cobh. Stuart Ashton will be happy with the way his team has started for sure here. I watched Longford Town recently in that FAI Cup game at Turner's Cross against Cork City, which went deep into the night and deep into extra time, and Longford certainly looked impressive then, and that's a ball that the goalkeeper Sean Barron can deal with. They looked impressive that night, but they have blown hot and cold this season, Longford. They haven't been conceding too many goals in the league this season, Longford Town.
And as well as that, Trevor, Longford are used to their own, their pitch is quite long, quite wide, and they like to sort of play that system and gear wide. Whereas you come to Cobh, it's a tight pitch. You have to be quicker on the ball, and surface probably isn't as good as it is in Longford. And Cobh are battling the midfield up, and Longford, while they're trying to play, they're not having much success at the moment.
And that's out for another corner kick for Cobh. That can keep the pressure on here, Ramblers. Just 5 goals conceded out of the 8 matches for Longford this season. So they are tight at the back, and 3 of those came on Monday night against the league leaders, Cabinteely. So outside of that, they really haven't been conceding goals, Longford. And Dave Hurley is on this again. Let's see what Ramblers do with this corner kick. Lines on O'Riordan up from the back here. Good delivery again from Hurley, and he's out wide looking for this from Kavanagh, and that's where it's gone. Onto that left foot again, and he swings it in there dangerously. Cleared by Joe Manley. And it's gone out for a goal kick, but this really is good 10 minutes for Cobh, isn't it?
Yeah, great 10 minutes, and fantastic balls coming in there by Dave Hurley. And to be fair to Longford, as you said, Trevor, they don't give away many goals and look very solid there under defending. But it's been a good opening for Cobh.
Lee Stacey going long, but it's an easy header away. Crowley on the chase here again. Being held off it. It's a good battle between Crowley and Joe Gorman there. Now Kavanagh trying to measure across here. Oh, beautiful cross from Kavanagh. Well dealt with again, and Phillips won't get there. Longford get it clear. There's a really good ball in there. Longford had to deal with that and did. Now Kavanagh, sensible. Play the way you're facing. Back for Charlie Lyons. This really is encouraging for Cobh. That's cut out by Shane Elworthy. And back for A. Dervin. And all the way back to Lee Stacey. This really is a positive start by Cobh Ramblers.
Just to know, in the early 10 minutes, Trevor, you can see that John Kevin has caused Longford a few problems down this side, and if they can keep switching the play with the crossing ability that John has, certainly Cobh will create some chances then.
That's a free kick for Longford. As everyone knows, John, First Division really is a graveyard, isn't it? There's some really good teams in it, and when you look at it, I suppose the top of the table, you're looking at the teams like Cabinteely and Drogheda in there, and Bray and UCD, all teams you know very, very much about from your days with Cork City.
Yes, absolutely, and that is the problem, Trevor, is that you end up in a division where a lot of the teams are very similar. They all take points off each other, and teams that come down tend not to invest as much. They assume that they'll go back up, and it isn't as simple as that. And that's why you have a lot of teams like Bray, in particular, Drogheda in particular, big clubs who just have been down for a few years. And when you drop down, it's not as easy to go up because you're in a tough division. And with one only automatically going up means that it's a real dog fight, even though the second team or the playoff team is the playoff. But at the same time, it's only one team is guaranteed to go up, so it is tough.
It's clear by Charlie Lyons. Cobh have it. O'Riordan and John Kavanagh. Kavanagh trying to measure one here. Does so. Heavy touch though from Crowley. Crowley chasing Gorman down. Away by Lee Stacey. A. Dervin. Well, he can play, but Dervin finds his man, which was Dylan Grimes, and an important header away that by Dave Hurley, because Dervin was looking to get on the end of that. And here's the fullback, Shane Elworthy, getting forward here. Needs a bit of support and has it. And easily cleared by Charlie Lyons.
And Dervin is a good player for Longford. Local lad, Trevor. They have Zambra back in, so he just sits in. He lets Dervin walk around the place. He's a hardy little young fella, but very good on the ball. And yeah, he's a key player for Longford.
That ball's gone out of play. Sam Vernon trying to get his cross away. The sun shining at St. Comas Park, and when the sun shines in Cobh, John, we know it's a thing of beauty, isn't it? The drive-in here to Cobh is
absolutely, Trevor. Isn't this why we wanted summer football?
Cobh getting a forward again. Put it on by Crowley, and safety first for Joe Manley. Now for a Cobh Ramblers throw. We spoke about Dundalk earlier to John. Of course, Cobh have Dundalk in the FAI Cup here at the end of the month on Sunday week. It's just a pity there won't be a big crowd in to see that one, John. A tasty fixture for Cobh.
Yes, and if you remember, Trevor, a number of years ago, Cobh knocked Dundalk out of the League Cup semi-final. You know, so wouldn't you love a big crowd here and really putting it up to Dundalk, and particularly in the way that Dundalk are going at the moment, where they're struggling for form, and there's obviously new manager going to be appointed shortly, so there's problems there. So it would be an ideal opportunity for Cobh, you know, with a big crowd. But unfortunately, that's the way it is at the moment, you know.
Yeah, and if it is Robbie Keane for Dundalk, he'll be up against Cobh first in the cup. But since the lockdown as well, John, I suppose there's been a few in both divisions, the Premier and the First. There's been a few strange results, hasn't there, since the lockdown, since the return of football?
Absolutely, because obviously, Trevor, the home crowds, particularly, we say in certain venues, you know, like City, if they're there with the crowd behind them, it does make a difference. And I saw there at Finhaps a couple of weeks ago, again, another tough venue where you go up and have a couple of thousand people. It's very tough venue to get a result, but certainly it has taken it's made the games much more even, Trevor. We're seeing a lot more away wins as well, you know. So certainly it's even up from that point of view. And even from the players' point of view, to be fair to the players, they're all working really hard and doing well. In all the games I watched on the League of Ireland channel, you know, the games have been quite good, but it's very difficult, you know, in the games without crowds, because players are in League of Ireland football are used to playing in front of crowds, you know.
It's a throw for Cobh Ramblers. Came off of Dervin last, according to the assistant referee on that far side. We did mention earlier as well, John, in the build-up to the game, that your new team, Galway United, will be up against both of these sides before the season ends. So look at them tonight, and two good footballing sides.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, I suppose the difference is that, you know, while I know a lot about all the leagues and all the players, you know, obviously my focus over most of my time was on the Premier Division. So again, it's like, you know, teams like Cabinteely and new teams like that have come into the league who've brought in a lot of new players that I mightn't be familiar with. So, you know, it means I have a lot of homework to do. Thankfully here, I've seen a lot of Longford over the last couple of years, and obviously with Cobh lads, I know most of them, so I have a fair idea about teams. But at the same time, you know, two good passing teams, and you know, for Galway, we're, you know, a young team. We've no points after it. We've no win after 8 games. You know, so you can see there's a confidence issue and there's a lack of goals issue. So that's and last night was one of the first clean sheets the club have had all season. So, you know, lots and lots to work on, Trevor.
Galway did score 2 against Cobh Ramblers. I saw that match that night, and it was a really good game. Crowley are on the back here, but the goalkeeper's going to get there first. And was he held back? He's looking at the linesman then, Derek Crowley. Seemed to be hand on his back, all right. Nothing doing, but Galway did score twice here in a really competitive match. And I remember talking to a few of the locals down here after that match, a few of the Cobh Ramblers committee members, and they were saying they felt that Galway were probably in a false position. The good side.
Yeah, and you hear that a lot, Trevor, about teams in false position. But at the end of the day, you know, if you're conceding goals and you're missing chances, not taking your chances, well then, you know.
There's Phillips with the cross and a goal for Cobh. It's tucked away neatly. by Conor Drynan. There was Phillips with the cross. A really good breakaway goal. And you have to say, John, that was kind of coming, wasn't it?
Absolutely. And as we said, Trevor, since the start, down this wing, John Cavan and Pierce Phillips have caused a lot of trouble to the left back of Longford Hand, and they've had a lot of joy getting crosses into the box. And I suppose you could say, Trevor, like it's Longford have been warned that this is the danger wing, and a great finish at the back post. So well deserved.
Well deserved is right. It's been a great 18 minutes or so for Cobh Ramblers, and deservingly they've hit the front. So there's confirmation of Conor Drynan scoring for Cobh Ramblers. They lead Longford Town by a goal to nil. But again, a lovely ball down that right side for Pierce Phillips to chase, and his cross was inch perfect for a simple tap-in for Conor Drynan. There's a few moves like that, as John mentioned, where Cobh probably just underhit or overhit a cross, but this time it's in the back of the net. So how will Longford Town respond to that? They started slowly, really, Longford, after being beaten on Monday by Camantilli by 3-1. Confidence mightn't be all that high, but certainly Cobh have been the better team by far in the opening 19 minutes that we've seen. And they have their reward. They're in the lead, Cobh Ramblers. Conor Drynan then has broken the deadlock.
And what Longford like, Trevor, they like that slow build-up play from the back. And Cobh are pressing high, they're putting them under pressure, they're in their faces, and they're not giving them time in the ball. And it doesn't suit Longford. And you can see that they're not happy because they're not in control of the game, and Cobh are really on the front foot.
Now, how do Longford respond? Dylan Grimes under pressure. This is really good pressure by Cobh, you have to say. Sticking close to the men, making it difficult for Longford to get into any kind of rhythm in their game as such at the moment. Joe Manley coming forward for Longford, the centre-back, looking for options here. Dean Zambra is the captain, and he's given it away, and Hurley has it for Cobh Ramblers. Hurley getting forward here. He's allowed to go a long way, and the shot blocked down. That was Colin, and it's gone out for a corner kick. In fact, there was Lee Devitt, whose attempted shot was blocked. And this is really good pressure by Cobh.
Really good pressure. And Cobh are playing with high energy, Trevor. High pressure, and it's really unsettling Longford. And you can see Longford players are arguing with themselves. They're not happy. And it's all good for Cobh. And they have a real chance of getting the second goal here, Trevor.
Hurley's corner, and a chance here. And it was hit by Ben O'Riordan, but the goalkeeper in the end made an easy enough save. He didn't quite hit it right, Ben O'Riordan. If he got a hold of that right, it might have been 2-0.
Absolutely, but then again, for another chance, and it's a great period for Cobh. And you get a game like this, Longford, after travelling down, having started well, all of a sudden you get a second goal and put the points in the bag. So,
well, that looked like a push, but the referee didn't give it. Sam Vernon might have got away with one then. But, Longford have it, and more defending to do for Cobh Ramblers here. Longford conceded 3, as we mentioned, on Monday, and a goal down here for a team that haven't been conceding. Not good. Phillips getting forward here with purpose again, picking out Crowley. Crowley's on the chase here. Now Phillips in the middle here. Can Crowley pick him out? Well, that was the idea, and swept away by Joe Manley. And again, down that right-hand side, Cobh causing problems.
Yeah, beautiful, great run by Pierce Phillips. Beautiful ball down the wing, and Darragh Crowley onto it like a flash. And Crowley and Darragh's caused the centre back for Longford a lot of problems with his pace. So it's they can certainly exploit that back four of Longford at the moment.
Certainly can. Midway through the first half, Cobh Ramblers leading Longford Town by a goal to nil. If you're joining us late, Conor Drynan after a cross from Pierce Phillips, and Cobh certainly well deserving their lead at this point in the match. You're welcome along to Cobh Ramblers live streaming of this first division game, and again, your donations are more than welcome. I'm joined by John Caulfield for commentary on this one tonight, the new Galway United manager, and of course former Cork City player and manager. Nicely on again by Colin here, but too much weight on the pass. That's good control, isn't it, by Sam Vernon. Forward by Grimes. That's a nice turn as well. Vernon onto this, and he tried to curl her. That's what he had on in his mind then, John.
Absolutely, he saw the picture, and Sam Bird is a very good player. He's a really good player with St. Pat's, and you know, when he's playing well, Longford play well, and that's the first glimpse we've seen him so far, Trevor. But a very good player, Sam Bird.
Sean Barron rather, going long. The Cobh Ramblers goalkeeper.
I think looking at both centre backs for Longford, Trevor, if Cobh can try and keep exploiting Joe Gorman on this side, he's lacking pace. Darragh Crowley's gone in behind him a few times. I certainly think there's going to be more rewards down this side.
Kavanagh did well then, and headed back by Joe Gorman to Lee Stacey, the Longford Town goalkeeper. Big kick again. Dave Hurley. Again, forward for Crowley to chase. It's asking a lot of the Cork City loanee. Just get the feeling if he gets the right service. Might add to the goal he scored on Tuesday, Darragh Crowley.
Certainly, he is very strong, very good finisher, and when he gets chances, generally, from what I saw him in Cork City at training, he was very good. That's why he took a chance with him. That's why he gave him his debut. I liked him. So certainly, if he gets opportunities, he'd score.
There's Dave Hurley looking for some support on that left side. That was on by Darrell Walsh. And a throw for Ramblers. 25 minutes played. Ramblers leading Longford Town by a goal to nil. That's Hurley trying to pick out John Kavanagh, rather. This is Dylan Grimes. John Kavanagh sticking close to him. Good pressure again on Dylan Hahn. And Joe Manley. Longford looking to build from the back here. It's good high press again by Ramblers. This formation seems to be working for Stuart Ashton as well, John.
Absolutely, and Stuart is encouraging from the far side, and he's getting the switch across, and they're really in Longford's face, pressing high, and while Longford are trying to play the passing out game, they just can't do anything. And you see there, the keeper kicks the ball straight into touch.
Good touch again by Crowley. I'd say he's lost it to Grimes, and that will be a Longford throw. Joe Manley looking for Grimes on this left wing, and they got his head to that. Beat Kavanagh, but Cobh just booted clear again. With Ben O'Riordan. But no doubt about it, Cobh being the better side. Slight breeze blowing across the pitch.
Yeah, but I think Cobh and Stuart will be absolutely thrilled. I think playing into Cole's favourite goal in the second half, Trevor, it'll suit them going at half-time one up,
Diagonal ball again here, and no free kick. Longford have a player on the ground. Referee is going to stop the play. Clash of heads then, John.
Yeah.
That was a sore thing.
It was a sore thing, and probably, it's a good honest game. You'd like the referee to let the game go, because there's too much falling around and diving in the game nowadays. But to be fair, on this occasion, it probably was a free hit, Trevor.
Yeah, it looked like a free to me, I have to say. Referee Kevin O'Sullivan thought otherwise. But I think it's Rob Manley who's holding his head. Referee going to restart the game. Cobh might have got away with one then. Rob Manley looks okay after that clash of heads. Away we go again. Cobh get it forward towards Darragh Crowley. A good touch on that, Crowley. Longford win it back. And again, good closing down by Cobh. They're not making things easy for Longford for sure with 28 minutes gone.
No, Longford like to get the full-backs forward, try to keep them wide. But Cobh's game plan is absolutely perfect. Put them under pressure, press them high, and stop them from playing out, and it's worked to perfection.
Longford getting forward here again. Cobh get it clear. Then Crowley on the chase, but just overhit. Goalkeeper's confident then. Joe Gorman looking on Pierce Phillips, and Longford happy enough to play it along the back, which could be a bit risky.
As well, what's very noticeable too, Trevor, Cobh look exceptionally fit. You know, all the players are, you know, really lean. Obviously, in the layoff, you know, they've done a lot of work, and you know, they have a lot of pace in the team. And you know, if you look at them, some of the Longford players look as if they're carrying a little bit, whereas all the Cobh guys look very exceptionally fit. So and early indications are that they are, because they have pace and they're pressing so high.
Certainly got a good squad now, Stuart Ashton. When you look at the likes of Ian Turner, Cameron Hartson on the bench tonight for Cobh. As we mentioned earlier, regular goalkeeper Paul Hunt is absent tonight. He was left out of the team for Sean Barron in that 4-0 win against Wexford on Tuesday. And Barron had a stormer in that match and keeps his place for this game tonight. And Longford have a player on the deck again.
Yeah, and talking about Paul Hunt, has been a great servant down at Cobh. He's been here for 5 or 6 years and done really well. But sometimes you get to a stage where, you know, a new keeper comes into the club and, you know, he lifts the club, and Barron has come in. He's done very well with Avenue over the years, and you can see why he's a confident keeper, and his kicking is really good, and his handling is very good. So you can see why Stuart has put him in as number one.
It's big presence, isn't he? He's physically strong, big presence in that goal. Sean Barron made 2 really top saves against Wexford on Tuesday. That's a heavy touch. Longford win it back. Shane Elworthy, right back. Good pressing again by Cobh. Really forcing a mistake here. And, well, if Pierce Phillips' touch had been better, Longford might have been in trouble.
Yeah, he was just unlucky, Pierce. Again, a great interception. Brilliant closing down. Read the cross-free ball, and, yeah, slightly better touch, and Pierce was straight in.
I'm sure Stuart Ashton will be really happy with his game plan here, because it's working to perfection, as John mentioned earlier. Pressing high, closing down, and causing problems on both flanks, really, for Longford Town. And that's where the goal came from, the right side, with Pierce Phillips cross picking out Conor Drynan for a simple tap. And now Longford looking to get back to the game here, and that's a really good block. But Longford not done with yet, but Phillips in the way. And still have it. Grimes. And they lose it. Derek Crowley on his own at the moment. And Hurley lumping it forward. Crowley challenging for that, but knocked away by the head of Joe Manley for a Cobh Ramblers throw.
Yeah, just first time we saw Longford putting a couple of passes in the Cobh half. A. Dervin, you know, had a great shot, but you know, Charlie Lyons, good, strong young lad from Westcott, put his head there to head it out, and good defending by Cobh.
Floodlights on pretty early in St. Comas Park, 7:30. There's Darrell Walsh, and now the captain, Pierce Phillips, trying to turn his man, and Hurley is in there to help him out. And now it's Martin Corlin. He's got Kavanagh there in support. Kavanagh for Crowley, good first touch, wide. This is good from Cobh. Walsh joining the attack from left back here. Can he get the crossaway? Does so, and easily headed clear by Joe Manley. But again, encouraging for Cobh Ramblers.
Absolutely, you know, lovely ball by John Cavan into Derek Crowley's feet. He switches the play, and you know, brilliant play by Cobh. And one thing that you know, that is, nowadays, Trevor, lots of players can't do, pass the ball from a standing position or deliver across from a standing position. That's one thing that John Cavan is a specialist at.
That's cleared by Joe Gorman. Thumping header forward. Again, Martin Collins in there, making it difficult for Longford. That's Grimes' header. And Phillips closing on this time, forcing the error again to win a throw for Cobh. And this is really impressive for Cobh Ramblers. Taking it on from Tuesday with that win against Wexford. You can see the confidence in Cobh. You really can. Kavanagh beaten to try and get back here. And that pass is, looks like it's too long. And out for a goal kick. But you can see the confidence in Cove's play, John.
It's an absolutely, it's been the perfect performance, Trevor. And I suppose if a manager could ever sit back and have a cigar, which they can't, obviously, this would be the perfect half for Stuart Barrett's second goal, because the game plan has been perfect. Longford haven't been able to play. Cobh's pressing play between long ball, short ball has been excellent, and absolutely excellent performance so far.
It's headed away by Dylan Hand, and John Kavanagh getting a forward for Crowley. Two ex-Cork City players. Now here's Darrell Walsh getting forward from left back. He likes to get forward, and Crowley's in the middle here. Oh, if only he made the right contact. Cobh Ramblers would have been 2 to the good. Excuse the old language as well.
Absolutely brilliant play. Great pass and move. Ball going wide, trying a beautiful teasing ball across the 6-yard box. And I think Garrett just got confused whether he should go with his right foot or his left foot. And in between, it just fell in between both feet, But it was a glorious chance.
Certainly was. One or two of the Cobh fans getting really excited then, because that was really close to 2-0. Derek Crowley made the right contact with that. Certainly would have been 2 goals to the good for Cobh. And you wouldn't say they didn't deserve it either from
absolutely.
the way the game is going so far.
Absolutely. It would have been well deserved, Trevor.
Really good by Ramblers. Dylan Hand. And that's out by Kavanagh. Defending really well, Cobh Ramblers. In fact, it's been a really good team performance so far in this first half. They can keep this going. It'll be really difficult for Longford to get anything out of this game, you feel, tonight. But they've got to stick to the plan, Cobh. 90-minute game. And all the encouragement coming from the Cobh side. Of course, your first league game with Galway United will be against your former team as a young lad in Athlone. Your first league match, isn't it? Against Athlone Town.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and Friday week. Yeah, we play in the cup against Shelburne next Friday. Yeah, so it'll be going back to Athlone and all-weather pitch, Trevor. New all-weather pitch going in, so it'll be it'll be interesting.
It's a good header on again by Colin. A really good game on Tuesday. Martin Colin started well here again. That's Kavanagh heading it on, and again a loose one from the captain for Longford, Dean Zambra. And Kavanagh will take the throw for Cobh Ramblers, leading by a goal to 0. That's gone out of play. Conor Drynan was the goal scorer for Cobh. It's good battling by Kavanagh again. And again, good closing down by Lee Devitt. He was actually called Lee Malloy last Tuesday for the 2 goals. Not sure who sent in the goal scorers on Tuesday, but it is Lee Devitt, and that's a bit heavy touch from Lee. And Longford trying to get away with Sam Vernon then, but Cobh covered.
You could just see there, Trevor, in front of us there, the intensity of Cobh closing down, blocking the passes, in the middle of a sort of a tight area, winning the ball back. Absolutely sums up their play in the first half. That intensity, that high energy, and it's like as if Longford are just shocked. They just can't. Whatever their game plan was, they certainly don't seem to have expected this from Cobh.
Darrell Walsh standing over this free kick for Cobh Ramblers. He's left footed around that. Goalkeeper should have it and takes it with confidence. And trying to set Longford on the attack here. And that's a lovely ball through. No offside. Hurley getting back here. Needs to make a challenge. And it's a chance for Longford and a let off for Cobh Ramblers. And that was McKay wasn't on the move then. And that was an opportunity, the first real opportunity of the game for Longford Town, John.
Yeah, absolutely. The only opportunity, Trevor, and it was surprising because it was a free for Cobh on the halfway line. And, right through this match, they've been so well organised. But out of the blue, one long ball just seemed to catch Dave Hurley, and McCabe was in. But you know, it was a great opportunity, and obviously he dragged it wide. But you know, from an opportunity really that Cobh normally wouldn't give away.
Well, Dave Hurley probably did enough just to put him off. And McCabe has missed Longford's first chance of the night. So that is just a warning shot for Cobh Ramblers that they can't switch off here as well, John. They need to be at this for the 90 minutes.
Well, in any game, Trevor, a team will always get a player to play the you know, during a match. But that was just a cheap opportunity that was given up because you know, this game could be 2 or 3-0 to Cobh at the moment. But as you said, with that opportunity, it could have been 1-1 as well. But so, you know, you must keep your concentration.
Aaron McCabe with their chance. He got the winner actually against Galway United. Aaron McCabe in a 1-0 win. They started the league very well, Longford, when they beat Shamrock Rovers 2-0 and then won at Drogheda as well. But wheels come off the wagon of late. And Kavanagh has won a corner for Cobh Ramblers as we approach the 40th minute mark of the match. Hurley will take the corner kick. Dave Hurley, and it was his presence probably just put off McCabe with that goal chance.
Yeah,
he was a covering player, wasn't he?
He recovered. Yeah, he recovered and put him under pressure. So he certainly did. But he's played really well. Dave Hurley, and his distribution and his cross for the ball is fantastic. So again, Trevor, this corner kick, you know, a real opportunity to put Longford under more pressure.
So Dave Hurley wearing 10. We'll take the corner for Cobh. And that trusty left foot. Near post this time. And a header away. It was by Dean Zambra. Not his best corner kick so far for Hurley.
Yeah, I think he was looking for a near post flick on, but Zambra was in the hole and he just cut it out. So, you know.
Cavanagh's throw for Hurley. They did well then, Hurley. And cleared by Joe Gorman. Anyway, we'll do at the moment because it's good pressure again by Cobh Ramblers as we approach half time. Walsh this time with the cross, headed clear by Joe Manley. That was Colin, and I'm by Walsh. And the goal scorer Drynan and Crowley. And now Hurley. This is good from Cobh. Kavanagh into the channel. It was well read. It was for Pierce Phillips, and Kavanagh got there first. And out for a goal kick. Lee Stacey's long kick again. It looked like a handball by Rob Manley, not given. Forward by Dylan Hand, and no one there in yellow. Stuart Ashton will be certainly the happier of the two managers as half-time approaches. Dara Doyle, our manager for Longford, knows his team a bit of work to do. Himself back into it, but he takes one chance. And Cobh have already got a warning. That's Charlie Lyons with the clearance. And one by Dean Zambra. And Grimes and Pierce Phillips across to make the challenge. Dylan Hand. And again, Cobh win it back. Crowley needs a bit of support and has it in the middle of the pitch. Lee Devitt. And that was for Colin, just left a bit short. And one back by Longford. And John Kavanagh should take care of business here. It's it out for a throw. Free kick going Longford's way. And here's Phillips. John Cavan, in fact, not doing himself any favours. Obviously in a bit of disagreement with the referee, John.
Yeah, there's no doubt it was a handball. You know, was it accidental? I thought personally that he took it down with his hand, and John Cavan let the referee know that. And obviously Kevin wasn't happy with what John said to him. So luckily, you know, there's no yellow card. Just a warning.
So Kavanagh not booked by the referee. There's Longford going in search of an equalising goal here. It was a header on by Rob Manley. It was good pace on the cross, wasn't there?
Great cross, and Cobh stepped up, I think, to play the offside, but he wasn't offside. But Manley couldn't connect with it properly.
So Cobh in search of back-to-back wins for the first time this season. They're certainly going the right way about it, John, as we approach half-time.
Well, certainly, Trevor, you're into the running with a short season, and you know, if you can hit form over the next 6 or 7 matches, if Cobh can do that, they're going to be in the playoffs, and anything can happen in the playoffs, Trevor.
Certainly can. There's a bit of a loose clearance by Ben O'Riordan, and Longford looking to punish them here. And the shot coming in. Oh, that wasn't far away. That wasn't far away at all. It was Aid Dervin right on the stroke of halftime, almost drawing Longford level. But as the teams make their way into the dressing rooms, John, it's Cobh Ramblers who lead it by a 1-0. Conor Drynan, just a couple of warning signs in that first half for Cobh, but they've been the better team.
Oh, absolutely. Cobh have been absolutely superb. 35 minutes, totally. 45 minutes they've played Longford off the park, but I suppose, Trevor, you look at it, Longford have got 2 chances in the last 7 or 8 minutes, you know, from a lack of concentration on one, and certainly Aid Dervin, good movement and a good shot there. But Cobh, other than that, have been absolutely fantastic. Very compact, very fit, pushing high, pressing high, and switching the play brilliantly, and down the wings causing loads of problems. And certainly they should have more than 1 goal, but look, they're well deserved to be 1-up.
Thanks for your thoughts for now, John. We'll take a break, and then we're back with the second half, and we'll be hearing more from John. And you're very welcome back to St. Comas Park for the second half of this SSE Electricity League of Ireland First Division clash between Cobh Ramblers and Longford Town. And it's Cobh Ramblers who have the lead thanks to Conor Dryning's goal on 20 minutes. It was a lovely cross from the captain, Piers Phillips, on the right, and tucked away nicely by Conor Dryning. So Cobh in front, but got a late warning in the half, John, when Longford almost got in. So Cobh have to be at this again and might need a second goal, you feel?
Yeah, it was that type of match where Cobh in the first half was nearly a flawless performance. Trevor Barr getting the second goal, but just in the last couple of minutes of the first half, Longford had two good chances. So you would feel there's more goals in this game, and certainly you would think that Cobh might need a second goal here.
So Longford attacking the town end in the second half. It's a long ball towards Rob Manley. Joe Manley under pressure, back to his goalkeeper, Lee Stacey. We did get a few comments from some Longford fans tuned in tonight. Sam Verdon is down as Vernon on the programme here, so we do apologise for that. Sam Verdon, of course, is their leading goal scorer with 3 this season, and 2 of those coming against Athlone Town. But the number 10 is, of course, Sam Verdon. So apologies to a few upset Longford fans tonight.
Were they saying I was pronouncing his name wrong, Trevor?
No, I think they were blaming me.
I know Sam Verdon.
But it's a fair shout. It's correct, and thank you for that. Our Longford viewers very welcome along as well to this live stream tonight here in Cobh, brought to you by Relive It on Cobh Ramblers live stream. And thanks for the contributions, Chase on here, and Sean Barron got there before Aaron McCabe, who had one of the Longford chances. And thank you for your donations as well, by the way, coming into us tonight. Very important for the club in these difficult times with the pandemic. And Cobh having to, of course, finance the service for their fans, wherever you're watching from. All you Cobh fans tonight, you're very welcome along. Joined by a true League of Ireland great tonight, John Caulfield, for this SSE Electricity League of Ireland First Division, the new Galway United manager, of course, John Caulfield.
I think one thing too, Trevor, on Longford, credit to them that, you know, when Neil Finn left that time and in the position they were in, which was a difficult position because they were challenging for the league position at playoffs at the time. But
Crowley could be in here, John, just for a second. John, and here's Crowley. Oh! Well, Jared Crowley made that himself. He picked the pocket of the defender and made the chance himself, just lacking the finish.
Absolutely did everything right except hit the target, Trevor, because brilliant strike above it. Got created a chance out of nothing, and you know, strike from 20 yards, and he hit the target. It was in the net. So again, but showing Derek Crowley, you can make those chances out of nothing, and you know, you have to put it down as a good chance, really, Trevor.
Yeah, you were talking just before that. Sorry, John. Before Crowley's chance about Longford.
Yeah, I think the main thing for Longford that after you know, Neil Finn left, that they you know, they put in Dara Doyle and he stuck with Dara, and you know, he's built, you know, a very good team. They've had a lot of the team, but he's kept them playing, and you know, he deserved that opportunity, and he's done really well.
Crowley almost picked the pocket of Joe Manley then. Certainly looks lively, doesn't he, Dara Crowley? And that's good pressure. Lee Devitt putting the pressure on Joe Gorman. Longford getting forward, and that's a very good tackle again from Piers Phillips. He gives you that, doesn't he, John?
Piers, all energy player. Really, I suppose, Trevor, you know, he would probably be more known for a right back. Played under 19 in Europe with Cork City at right back, and he was, as you can see, obviously Stuart has sort of got them doubling up with John Kavanagh, and lots of pace on that side. And Pierce is a great engine up and down, a good pace, and you know, can get up the bottom, can get up and get the crosses in, and can get back in defend. And you know, brilliant to have a player like that up the wing.
I hope you're enjoying our service here on Cobh Ramblers live stream, and if you'd like to make a contribution, you can still do so. You know, really good match, I have to say. Cobh shading it at the moment, deservingly ahead as well, you have to say, on the balance of play, but Stuart Asham in that dressing ashore. But I be mindful that Cobh have got to keep focused here, keep the mind on the job, because Longford will have a spell. It's booted clear by Ben O'Riordan. Trying to get onto his own clearance here. The ball is out of play eventually for a throw for Longford.
Well, I think what you can see straight off at half-time, Garridine has changed the tactics from what we can see in the first 5 minutes. They decided to play more direct, get into the Cobh half and try and push Cobh back. And because you know, they've kicked 3 or 4, Stacey's kicked the first 3 or 4 balls rather than throw it out. So it's, you know, I think it's a bit more get into our half and see can we get up near our box and create some chances.
And that was offside, free kick for Cobh Ramblers. And really, you have to say, Sean Barron in the Cobh goal hasn't had anything to do so far. But that's not to say that Longford didn't have chances. Throw one by the goal scorer, Conor Drynan. And that's the same again. And that's Darrell Walsh, and there's Hurley. And now Ben O'Riordan. Linking up with Pierce Phillips, and O'Riordan on the pressure from Rob Manley. And Cobh might be in here. And the goalkeeper had to come a long way. And a bit of hesitancy in the Longford defence almost allowed Crowley in then, Sean.
Yeah, absolutely. And Stacey did really well, came off his line and dealt with the ball. But again, you know, for some reason, Joe Gorman is a very good defender, but he's just been a bit hesitant tonight. And maybe the pace of Crowley has rattled him a little bit, and he just doesn't seem to be as composed or as assured as he normally is.
Well, it wasn't a particularly good ball for Crowley. Longford have it back. It's Joe Gorman. Nice first touch. Longford in possession, going long this time, and that should be the defenders. And there's Darrell Walsh winning the header. Cobh looking for a free kick, not given. There's Hurley. Hurley wants somebody to make a move for him here. And again, that dipping ball for Crowley to chase. Hurley just trying to curl one in there. And that's what he's really good at. He's a really creative player, isn't he, Hurley? And he's won a free kick here for Cobh. Push on the back.
Yeah, again, they Cobh over it down. They can see that the Longford full-backs are pushing high, and there's lots of room down the channels. And we're trying to think that ball down the channel in behind the centre-back to let Darrell Crowley make those runs. And it has been quite effective, Travers, in the first half. So, you know, and it is a difficult one because the centre-backs are ending up facing their own goal. So it's a great ball for centre forward.
And I've watched Cobh a good bit this season, and the 4-0 win on Tuesday, I have to say, was kind of a result that was coming because they were creating chances in games, but just not putting them away. But of late, they seem to have put that to right. Certainly Tuesday night, and they're in front here. And what confidence would do for back-to-back wins for Stuart Ashton and Cobh, John?
Yes, and we've been saying this off air that, you know, it's a tough league, it's a tight league, but a win tonight, you're right into the playoffs, on the tail of the playoffs, and no team will like coming down to Cobh or playing against Cobh because they're a great attitude, they work hard and extremely fit, so and great talented players. So a win tonight would really put them in a great position.
Defending to do for Cobh here from this free kick. There was a foul on Sam Verdon. Good area for Longford here, and the goalkeeper has to come for this, and he's bundled in to the net, and the goal stands. Or does it? Has he given a free out? He has given a free out, hasn't he? It looked like for a second that it was pointed for a goal then, and well, the goalkeeper is injured here, Sean Barron, and he's taken a heavy knock here, John, and while going for that ball. Did you see a foul in there on the keeper?
Yeah, I think there was a foul. You know, I think when we look at it, Gorman got up on a great header across the goal, and you know, I think he was taken out of it. Obviously, Sean, he seems to be okay now. He's not the tallest keeper, but at the same time, we'd have to look back at the replay. But I think he was fouled.
I thought for a second that the referee was allowing the goal.
It was confusing. I thought he had pointed to the centre circle, but I think he's got that decision right.
Yeah, and it looks like Sean Barron will be okay. He's a tough fella. And again, though, just a bit of a warning sign for Cobh Ramblers, John.
Yeah, as I said, Longford played much more direct and there's much more energy, and I think Derek Doyle, I know he's a quiet guy, but I think he might have said a few words at half-time, Trevor.
Yeah.
Because certainly there's a bit more urgency and a bit more up and at it by Longford in the second half.
Cobh again get it clear. And that will be Sean Barron to collect. Longford certainly won't want back-to-back defeats after losing to the league leaders, Kevin Teely, at home on Monday last. Behind here in Cobh. A long way to go in this match. And that's well won by Drynan. Now Lee Devitt. Phillips. Oh, it's a lovely ball for Drynan.
Oh.
And he tried to meet it on the volley. Nice spell of play by Cobh, wasn't it?
Absolute brilliant play, switching the play, and a beautiful ball by Pierce Phillips, the back post, and young Drynan. He hit it first time. I think he had to hit it first time, Trevor, but certainly if it hit the target, it would have gone in. So I'd have to say there's a half chance.
Cobh will be pressing for that second goal, and knowing that Longford may get a couple of chances before the end here tonight. So the second goal would ease the nerves of the Cobh camp here. Phillips trying to hold off his man and got his pocket picked then, but one back by John Kavanagh. He's having a really good game for Cobh Ramblers. He's got two to deal with here though, and Longford win it back and get it clear through Gorman and now Grimes. Grimes has lost it. Phillips, and that's a bad tackle, really bad tackle, and this will be a yellow card here, I'm sure. First of the night. And Cobh have a free kick. Foul on John Kavanagh.
I think it was Dylan Hand, left back. He got the yellow card, Trevor.
Yeah.
Just was a little bit late on John.
Certainly was late then, Dylan Hand. And there's going to be a substitution made here. It looks like Adam Evans will be coming in. Aaron McCabe, is it? He's making way. McCabe, who had that one chance.
Yeah, he had the one chance, and he's a nippy player. And but tonight it's been a tough game from the two centre backs of Cobh, tough lads over here in the bench, and he just hasn't had that spark tonight. And but a lot of the Longford players haven't been as good as they normally are. So it'll be interesting to see what the change will do.
So Adam Evans in here, and Longford have a free kick to defend, and they defend it well, get it clear, but that's well played by Colin. Having a steady game again for Cobh Ramblers tonight. Martin Colin. Coming from the Kerry League. And a scholarship in South Carolina as well. Martin Colin. Cobh will be looking to win this midfield battle again here in the second half. There's Hurley. Steady influence in the middle of the park for Cobh Ramblers. And it was good pressure by Longford. By Grimes this time. And Longford looking for a free kick. Not coming. Here's Phillips. Kavanagh to help him out on that right side. Hurley helping it on for Crowley. And that's Colin. And he's done well here again. Really good play by Martin Colin. And he's got options to his left here. Picks him out. Star Walsh, the full back. Try to just squeeze it inside. Longford read that. And Grimes. And Longford get it away. No, it's given away by Rob Manley to the goal scorer Drynan, and and that's sloppy. That's really careless by Cobh Ramblers. John Kavanagh read the danger, and talk about commitment. He won't be holding back, John Kavanagh.
That was a typical John Kavanagh tackle. Trevor never pulls out, and really strong in the challenge. And in the modern game, you don't see a lot of those challenges. That's something that we miss because John Cavan is perfection of those type of challenges.
Did well then again. Now Grimes for Longford. Try and ask a few more questions in this half of Cobh. Longford Town. Gorman getting out wide again. And that's the substitute, Adam Evans. Good spell this by Longford. Now all about the cross here. And it's to the back post where Grimes is attacking, but just too much weight on that pass. The idea was good though.
Great idea and just slightly overhit, but you can see instantly, Trevor, since the substitution has come in, Evans is a big, strong lad, pacing him, and they pushed him straight up with Verdon and Manley, and all of a sudden, he's a bit of a movement, and he's been closing down and pressing high, and it's pushed Cobh back a bit, and it's allowed the Longford midfield and their centre backs to step in with the ball. So there's certainly more about Longford now, more like the Longford that we would know about, you know.
Yes. Cobh will be looking to get a foothold in the game. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Ramblers lead it by a goal to nil. Conor Drynan, if you missed it, after 20 minutes. And a few shaky moments in the Longford Town defence tonight. And Crowley certainly putting the pressure on here on Joe Gorman. Just had to get it away in the end. Kavanagh. And he's fouled again. And another yellow coming out here. Another tackle on John Kavanagh. It's by the substitute, isn't it?
Yes.
Adam Evans just in the game, and he's got a yellow card here. It's another late challenge, really, on John Kavanagh. Having a terrific matchup right back again tonight for Cobh Ramblers. Defensively, they were really happy with the clean sheet on Tuesday in the 4-0 win. And so far, the clean sheet here. And they only lost 1-0 at Cabinteely, the league leaders as well. So Cobh really finding a bit of form. I'm looking to continue that tonight. So far, so good for Stuart Ashton's side. Still a good bit to go. Closing down again by Crowley. Almost got there. That'll be a throw for Longford Town.
Let's not forget John Cavan showing his experience here, Trevor. John probably has 40 or 50 Premier Division games with True Cork City and Waterford, and so he's been around for, even as a young man for a long time, and he's had a lot of injuries. He's played Premier Division football since he was 18, so knows the game inside out.
Certainly does. Joined in 2020, of course, for a second spell on Cobh. I've been at Finn Harps as well. Sean Barron going long. Hurley tried to hold off his opposite number here. Again, Longford screaming for a free kick, not coming. There's Gareth Crowley. Dave Hurley nicely on. That's tidied up by Joe Gorman. And away by Lee Stacey. It's a proper contest now, this. What about the cross here again? And once more, it's overhit. And that's been a problem for Longford in this match. And the cross is overhit somewhat. And a substitution on its way here. Looks like we're going to bring on Ian Turner, I think, Cobh.
Yeah. We're bringing him in for Martin Collins, who's done really well, and he's worked hard and very good feet, a good ball player. But they've run on Ian Turner again, a very experienced player. Ian has played with Cork City, St. Pat's, obviously in Cobh at the moment, and a brilliant cross the ball. And they've had a ready-made replacement with Cobh going with Pierce Phillips going into the middle of the park, and Ian going into his natural position of right wing.
So that's the change. Martin Collin, as John said, having a really good game. Ian Turner is coming in here. One of the scorers in a 3-2 win over Athlone Town earlier in the season. Another free for Longford, and Cobh just has to be careful not to be giving away too many of those free kicks in this area. As Longford are ready to make another switch here. And it looks like Dylan Hand, who's on a yellow card, is making his way off here. So Dylan Hand replaced. Just about 25 minutes of the game remaining. And I think it's Matthew O'Brien has come in for Longford Town. And there's the free. Ooh, roof of the net for a moment. Looked like it was going to give Cobh a few problems, that free kick.
Yeah, he looked like he went for the far corner, Trevor, and if it was a foot lower, I'm not sure Sean Barron would have got to it, but it was a Ronaldo-like free kick, Trevor, except with Ronaldo, it probably would have ended up in the net.
I think so. All the great players were 7, yeah. So a bit of a let off for Cobh Ramblers. They just want to get into the game here, get a grip. Cobh Ramblers, because Longford Town have had more of the ball for sure in the opening 20 minutes of the second half. Still haven't really tested, I suppose, Sean Barron yet. But they are more of a force in attack in the second half, Longford Town, you have to say. And that's away by Charlie Lyons. And headed clear by Joe Manley. And offside flag is up.
As we were saying there, Trevor, half time, there will be a period of match. Longford hadn't played at all. Longford will get in. We can see this is their period of going to start the second half, and they're very dominant and they're playing their game. And you can just hear Stuart over shouting to the boys to dig in, try to weather the storm. And then
a great block by Grimes. And Cobh under pressure here. And they get it clear, but Longford still have it. The danger's not quite cleared yet. Now it is, but that's another let off. And I think it was Charlie Lyons who lost possession then against Grimes, who put in a really good challenge, and that set Longford up for an attack then.
Yeah, that was it. That was good play. Grimes, Charlie hesitated. I think maybe in the pitch, the ball bobbled a bit and he hesitated, and Grimes charged the ball down, and this was certainly an opportunity for Longford.
Longford certainly growing into the game in this second half and asking a lot more questions of Cobh Ramblers' defence, for sure. Another long ball here. And the target was Rob Manley. Again overhit though. Kavanagh, and it's nicely done. To Phillips. Clever play by the fullback. This is going back to the goalkeeper. Cleared by Sean Barron. Again, Longford putting the header, and Phillips battling with Sam Verdon. And away go Longford Town again. Given away. And Ian Turner, substitute, going long. Out of play for Cobh throw. Cobh would just want to steady it down and get a hold of the ball for a bit, John.
Yeah, as I said, Longford have been totally dominant, and yeah, coaches need to get a few passes together and try and get a grip of the ball. And I think what's happening is that they're going with the long ball to Darragh Crowley, but they're so deep. It's hard for Darragh to do anything because the players aren't able to get up to support him at the moment.
Stephen O'Leary has come in for Lee Devitt, I think, as it's gone off. But, Stephen O'Leary is in for Cobh Ramblers here. Again, Longford battling hard, trying to get back in the game. They're behind since the 20th minute mark, and Conor Drynan scored from close range after a lovely cross by Pierce Phillips. He's on the ball now, the captain for Cobh Ramblers. Crowley, the only man up for Cobh Ramblers, just one up top. Stacey, that's a poor clearance, straight to Dave Hurley. Hurley's got support behind him. That's Darrell Walsh knocking it long here, again for Crowley to chase. And Ken Joe Gorman took a bit of a chance then with Crowley breathing down his neck.
Yeah, he took a right chance, but in fairness to him, he got away with it. But Darragh Crowley was on top of him, and any slight bad twist there, Darragh Crowley was in.
Ben O'Riordan knocking it forward straight to Gorman. Gorman has got O'Leary on his case here. Dervin. And Gorman again. Chipping it forward. Clever pass. And that's a good header by Ben O'Riordan in command of the situation. And John Kavanagh, steady he's been tonight. On by Pierce Phillips for Crowley. He's on his own again. Gareth Crowley. No handball. He's left a bit isolated there. Gareth Crowley not for the first time. And Longford looking to get in here. And that's a really good cross and a really good chance here. Oh, what a save that is. It was Dylan Grimes' effort who was heading towards the back of the net, but Sean Barron to the rescue for Cobh Ramblers.
Yeah, brilliant save for Sean Barron. You know, again, it was Sam Burden, clever, running behind, pull the ball back, and Grimes really probably should have scored Trevor 12 yards out, but Sean Barron, very good save.
This was a good cross from Verdon, and now more defending to do here for Cobh Ramblers. Under the cosh here for sure. As Longford look to get back on terms. But what a save that was from the goalkeeper. Again, good set of play, as John mentioned, by Verdon, and certainly Dylan Grimes with Longford's best opportunity of the night, and it took a really good save from Sean Barron. First real save of the night.
Yes, absolutely, Trevor, and a good stop by Sean.
And that's the substitute, Adam Evans. He's done well since he's come in, Adam Evans. Longford certainly turning the screw somewhat here and asking questions of Cobh Ramblers. Steady head is needed, and that's Kavanagh for Crowley here. Crowley again all alone. O'Leary now is in support, but Crowley has two players to deal with. And he's done well. Good play by Crowley. Held it up well, and that was Adam Evans closing down John Kavanagh. And that will do for now for Cobh.
Yeah, Darragh Crowley really well held the ball up, and that's what Cobh needed. They needed to hold the ball up to give him a chance to get up and support him, and he did very well.
Cobh haven't had any real chances, maybe about the one in the second half so far after dominating the first half.
Yeah, it's like as if Trevor in both halves, all the play has been up at the top end here. So it's and usually Cobh like playing into what we call a goal with a slight slope in the pitch, and but they haven't made use of it at the moment.
Did you ever score down here, by the way, John, at St. Colman's Park? Your days of playing here?
I think I won or two.
I think you got one or two. I think I remember one or two. Nice turn by Hurley. They were good local derbies. They were. Great to have them back, wouldn't it? That's a lovely ball again by Hurley for Crowley. He's doing that all night, Hurley. Just those curling balls for Crowley to get onto. Clever pass from Hurley. Now Walsh trying to get by his man here. Unable to do it though, and now might get a second bite at the cherry here. If he can keep this in, can't. Goal kick for Longford. Been a good game, John.
Great game, Trevor. You know, really end-to-end, and you know, both teams trying to play it. You know, keeping it short at times, playing it long at times, and you know, real hard work and great honesty in both teams and hard challenges. Great game.
I just feel if Cobh are going to score again, all those clever passes from Hurley, looking to get Crowley away. Best option at the moment, but you know, a goal can come from anywhere. But
yes,
Hurley certainly asking a few questions with those clever passes, isn't he?
Absolutely, and they every time they've got a few passes together and switched to play, they've caused Longford a few problems. But they just haven't done enough of that because Longford have been dominant for the last 20 minutes. You know, so Cobh still ahead.
Crowley did well there, and so did Conor Drynan to win that free. He drew the foul. You know what he was trying to do?
Yes.
Clever play by Drynan, and Cobh have a free kick here. And Darrell Walsh in no particular hurry to take it. Cobh in front, and I make it just over a quarter of an hour left. Every game so crucial, with so few matches. Walsh with the free kick, and Pierce Phillips was attacking that, just missed him. Hurley has it for Cobh. Again, that curler, looking for it to hold up for Phillips, and it did hold up as well, but the flag was up for offside.
Again, Cobh are really good at set plays, corners, free kicks, and you know, they've a lot of good attackers of the ball. Reardon, Lynch, Pierce, Phillips, and again, there's another opportunity for. Steady
play again by Kavanagh. Been really good tonight. as we mentioned more than once. Joining the goal scorer, Hurley. There it is again, that ball. Hold up for Phillips this time. Phillips has got Joe Manning to deal with now. Crowley, oh, that's clever. Really good pass here for Turner. And Turner, can he get his cross away? He can. Oh, that's a lovely goal. That's a lovely goal.
Substitute O'Leary.
Oh, what a clever goal by Stephen O'Leary. It's 2-0 to Cobh Ramblers, and that should be that.
Absolutely brilliant goal. Again, Trevor, switch of play over to Ian Turner. Ian Turner's experience. Beautiful pull back from the byline, and Stephen O'Leary, a back flick like Canoe, I would say,
yes,
or whatever, into the net. Beautiful finish and super goal, and I would say that's probably the 3 points in the bag for him.
Oh, sweet feet that from Stephen O'Leary, wasn't it?
Ringmahan lad, and he's been playing with Cobh underage, and I remember he was on the Skull Stephanie Academy when John Cotter used to go down to the training session. So John trained him well.
Certainly
along
did.
with many other people, Trevor.
Yes, indeed. And there's confirmation on the loudspeakers. A goal for Stephen O'Leary here. And what a good goal it was as well. 28 appearances for Ramblers, signed from Cove's youth side in 2016. He signed for them from Ringman, as John mentioned. And made 25 appearances senior level last season. Stephen O'Leary. And that's a goal you remember for sure. A lovely cross and a lovely little back flick in.
Yes, beautiful.
So, against the run of play, somewhat in the second half, you have to say, but Cobh have doubled their lead. And now Phillips on the attack here, and this is a great run by Phillips. Oh, he tried to just squeeze it out wide for Turner.
Yeah,
it was the right idea, just left the pass short.
Yeah, just short, and it was a sort of a 4v3. It appears to just executed it properly. Turner would have been straight in.
It's a lovely cross too for Stephen O'Leary's goal, wasn't it, John? Plenty of pace in there.
Beautiful, perfect pace, and I suppose Ian Turner showing his experience. And the one thing Ian has always been throughout his League of Ireland career is a brilliant cross for the ball.
So I'm sure Stuart Ashton will take a lot of credit for those two substitutions. Turner with the cross and O'Leary with the goal. You always like that as a manager, John, wouldn't you? When you make subs like that, they can make an impact.
Yeah, and everyone thinks you're a genius, and you know, Trevor. At the end of the day, when the players go on, it's up to them to do make the difference and do it. And in fairness to Ian Turner and O'Leary, it was a great goal for a great move and a great goal.
Longford have made another change here as they chase the game, and it's a real tough ask for Longford now to come from 2 down. As away by Joe Manley, with Derek Crowley breathing down his neck again. But this has been some 4 days, hasn't it, for Cobh, with that 4-0 win over Wexford and now 2 up against Longford.
Yes, absolutely. And you know, all of a sudden you're looking into the run of your game, saying, you know, we get another couple of wins together and we're in the playoff positions, and you know, give you an opportunity to get to the Premier Division.
Turner again with the cross here, and Drynan looking for his second goal, and it's still there for Cobh Ramblers, and O'Leary looking for his second goal. What a great cross again from Turner.
Brilliant cross from Turner and young Drynan. Great header and a good save, and Stephen O'Leary very nearly picked up the pieces.
Well, that surely would have killed off Longford had that gone in. But this is really impressive by Cobh Ramblers. Real strong finish to the game, real strong start to the game. And if they can keep another clean sheet tonight, Stuart Ashton will be absolutely thrilled. Kavanagh, how well he's played tonight, John.
Brilliant. John Kavanagh's a brilliant player, and you know, it's those surging runs down the line. You know what I mean? He's his trail back, and absolutely brilliant.
6 goals in the last few days for Cobh, and no goals against. And they're going to make another switch here. Looks like Cameron Harlson is coming in, and goal scorer is Conor Drynan's making way.
Yes. And Conor Drynan has a really good game, beautiful left foot in him, and good head. You know, use the ball well and can pass the ball, and you know, it looks like another great prospect.
And Harlson as another player with plenty of pace here.
Yes.
coming in for the closing 10 or 11 minutes. There's the free taken, and Crowley trying to get onto this. Well read though. Rob Manley had to get across then because Cobh might have been in once again. Pierce Phillips doing the covering this time, and that really is good by the captain, isn't it?
Absolutely. And the one thing Pierce is, he's underrated and he's deceptive. People don't realise that he's a very, very quick player. You know, great turn of speed over 15, 20 yards, and he showed it there.
And that's gone out off of Cobh there, so corner kick for Longford. And they've only got about 10 minutes to try and somehow find 2 goals here to get something out of this match tonight, Longford Town. They've had a few chances, a couple late in the first half, a few in the second half. And they're going to score before the night is through. And that's gone out for a goal kick, and that will do nicely for Cobh Ramblers.
I suppose it's everything when you look at football, Trevor, as we know, is all about momentum. And you're looking at this week, all of a sudden, Cobh, you know, possibly tonight going with 2 wins in the week, you know, all feeling great about themselves, load of confidence, and you can even see that in the team. Longford, after losing 2 in the week, we saw them in the cup game last week against Cork City, and absolutely played fantastically well. Should have won the cup game, and got done at the end, you know, and all of a sudden, in space of 2 weeks, they're after potentially losing 3 games, and you know, it just shows you how quick you know, a team can lose a bit of confidence.
Well, this is looking like some night for Cobh. This is their 8th match of the season. 10 matches more to go. They have 4 more at home only, Cobh Ramblers. UCD Saturday, September 12th. Then they've got Bray on Monday, September 21st. Cabinteely, the league leaders, on October 3rd. And they finish at home. Shamrock Rovers B on October 24th. So 4 home matches only left for Cobh. But in a good position now to challenge for those playoff places. After tonight, they'll move to 11 points, just 2 behind Longford.
Yes, in a great position. I think that the one thing always about well, we always know over the years, Cobh's home performances have always been good, and they always get great results at home. Sometimes if there was a slight criticism, it's that their away form tends to have let them down over the years. So it would be vital this year that their away form is good if they're to compete in the playoffs.
Yes, away from home, they lost to UCD. They drew away with Bray, which was a good result. Lost away to Cabinteely, just 1-0. So they're there or thereabouts. They haven't been well beaten in any game, bar the opening match of the season. I was at that match against Drogheda, and the chances in that match, John, and a man sent off. So haven't been really well beaten by any team this season, which Stuart Ashton will look to in terms of making a bid for those playoff places, saying we're as good as anyone in the league.
Yes, and I think that's the way the league is, Trevor. I think if you look at the league, okay, Shelburne were probably head and shoulders above everyone last year in the first division. But I think that this year you can see that there are a lot of good teams, but a lot of teams are very equal, and that's why I think the games are much closer.
That was really solid goalkeeping again by Sean Barron, you have to say. Came for that. And it was always going to be his. Now Harrison trying to use his pace here. Oh, this could be dodgy. Goalkeeper Lee Stacey got back. For a moment, it looked like there was a bit of pace on that header.
Yeah, a bit of pace, but you just mentioned it earlier, Trevor. Really dangerous free coming into the box. And isn't it great to see a keeper coming out and just cleaning up the danger? You know, as a manager, you'd absolutely be, Stuart would be thrilled with that, because just coming in and cut the danger out, went down and collected the ball in a difficult situation. Brilliant goalkeeping.
So you're looking forward to starting work on Monday, John. Obviously, kind of missed the management side of it as well. I know you love the game with a passion. You love managing teams, and I'm sure you can't wait to get going Monday.
Yeah, absolutely, huge challenge, Trevor. And look, I'm really looking forward to a lot of work to do. Saw the team playing last night, and you know, certainly after Cork City, you need a bit of time out to recharge the batteries. It was very intense, and you know, as we all know in Cork, you know, it was a roller coaster, 5.5 years, and you know, we had tremendous success. And it was brilliant, but at the same time, the pressure was big, and you need to recharge the batteries. And I've had a long break, Trevor, and I'm quite happy to go back in now and go back and work very hard with Galway. But huge job to do, because they're, you know, the team needs a lot of good players coming through, but there's a lot of work to be done as well.
And I know John is a modest fella, but he's done so well with every club he's managed. There's trophies everywhere with Avondale and UCC, and of course Cork City with the double in 2017, 2 FAI Cups, President's Cups, and the main challengers to Dundalk for many year. It's been one of your hardest challenges in football, John, managing Galway.
Yeah, you know what, Trevor, it's you know, people talk about what you've done, but at the same time, again, you're only as good as your next game, so your next challenge starts now. And you know, I suppose, is it my hardest challenge? I think, you know, in amateur football, I mean, they were on the bottom when we had them at the time, and we turned them into, you know, one of the most successful amateur teams in Ireland. And then, you know, City, we were in debt, and we were, you know, not challenging. So there was it was a big challenge, and obviously that was a personal thing for me to try and revive the club and get them back up there. And you know, I suppose we probably ended up having, you know, success that, you know, when I took over, I didn't think, you know, I suppose all I was going to do was do our best, and with a superb management team and superb players that work so hard, you know, we had a great run. So with Galway, it's no different. We just have to get, you know, everyone, and have to get good players which are there, to get them to get their confidence, and have to get good staff, and everyone has to work 24/7, and that's just the way it is, Trevor, if you want to have any success in the League of Ireland.
Harlson doing well here with Crowley. Harlson's in the middle as well. If Crowley can pick him out, that was the idea, but just overhit the pass. It was a nice little piece of play between Harlson and Crowley, wasn't it? That's another poor throw out by the goalkeeper. Been a few of those tonight, and here's Crowley. He's trying to lift one towards Ian Turner. And Phillips beaten by Sam Verdon. Hurley has it. And now Darrell Walsh. And Harlson just got away from him. He's got a good squad of players now at his disposal. Stuart Ashton will be looking for a strong finish to the league. Shortened league, of course. But what a win can do for you. Confidence, beating Wexford so convincingly Tuesday by 4-0, and to beat a really good side like Longford here 2-0 tonight be some result if they can hold on for the last few minutes.
Well, and I think overall, Longford have been very good in the second half. You know, they had the one chance that Sean Barr made a very good save. Other than that, I think, to be fair, Cobh have been the better side tonight, and they created and did enough in the first half to be more than one up. So I think, you know, Longford would be disappointed. I think they'd have to say they were beat by the better team.
No, this is absolutely huge for Cobh Ramblers. Their first back-to-back wins in the league this season. And they will stay in 6th position, just behind Longford now by 2 points, though. They went into the match 5 points adrift, but now just 2 off those playoff places. And that's a foul on the goalkeeper by Harlson. He's going to get himself a yellow card for that. Late challenge on Lee Stacey.
Yeah, and I think, to be fair to Young, he went to close down the ball, and I think to follow through, he caught Stacey, but he certainly wasn't malicious, and I don't think the young lad had any intention of hurting the keeper. I wonder, Trevor, when we look at the substitutions, we're up here in the gantry, and it's got quite chilly. Maybe it's age kicking in, but we look over the subs, and they're all out in their chairs over on the far side. I wonder if it was raining, would it be over in the stand, or would they have to sit out in the rain?
Yeah, good point. That. All about social distancing in these times. That's a really good cross. Maybe a late goal here for Longford Town. And again, Cobh put it clear. Crowley tried to get that under control. Just went off his boot and off for a throw for Longford. Ellsworthy, a full back for Longford. And Crowley back helping out defensively. And Harlson now will try and use his pace here if he can get onto this behind the defender. But Joe Gorman defended that well, to be fair to him. Just held off Harlson. He's certainly with trouble with his pace, John.
Yeah, you could see the pace, but Gorman just had a bit of experience and had the physical strength just to hold him off.
And that was good defending again by Charlie Lyons. Very important interception there. Longford looking to finish strongly here, but time is running on for them when the goalkeeper has it. And that will be that, you feel. Almost 90 minutes played into the last couple of minutes. It's a long journey back, isn't it, for Longford now, with another defeat, back-to-back defeats for Longford Town. Not good for them. It looks like another really good night's work for Stuart Ashton's side. Been very impressive again tonight.
I think the only consolation for some of the Longford players, Trevor, that most of them live in Dublin. So, well, I know that Aid Irvin, he's an Longford lad, so he certainly has another row onto his journey.
Certainly has. And Longford looking for a late goal here, but it looks like it would only be a consolation at this stage because time is not on their side. They have a throw. They need to do it quickly. Board going up tells us there's 4 minutes to be added. The 90 have been played. 4 minutes of added time. That's what Longford have to try and rescue it here. They might get a goal back. Oh, that's a great interception. It really was. Good defending that. And the chance has gone for Longford. And that might have made it a nervy few minutes for Ramblers. But what a good interception that was by, I think it was Ben O'Riordan, wasn't it? There was no way then. Yeah. Good defending.
Good defending.
The clean sheet tonight again, John, would certainly add to the confidence of Cobh Ramblers.
That's the one thing that would really please Stuart, is that that's the second game this week, clean sheet, and you know, as a manager, you love that you know, of course, scoring goals, but you love coming off the pitch, you know, keeping a clean sheet, and they've been really solid at the back end. You know, as we said, John Kevin outstanding, but O'Riordan and Lynch centre back have done well, and the lad at left back in front of us here, young Walsh, has been very, very composed, very good on the ball, and very solid, and you know, so Stuart will be delighted.
11 goals for now for Cobh this season, 8 against. Two really good goals tonight as well for Cobh Ramblers. I really enjoyed that Stephen O'Leary flick. Fantastic stuff. Oh, header on, and Sean Barron takes it from the night sky, and it looked for a moment like it might have gone over him.
Yeah, it looked like he just stepped off his line. But again, brilliant hands, and really confident goalkeeper. And you can see his confidence in goal has helped the back four, Trevor, because you were saying there earlier that Cobh have already conceded 8 goals this season. They conceded none this week. So obviously conceding goals was a problem. But all of a sudden, Sean is going in at the back. He's giving them the confidence, and you know, and that's what a good goalkeeper can do. And you know, because you often see in teams that that they change the keeper gets injured, and the reserve keeper comes in, and the back four aren't the same. So certainly he's given a really confident display at the back.
Sean Barron can certainly be very pleased with his few days' work. No goals against in these 2 matches he's played. And Cobh grabbing 6 points and looking for a third goal to really finish it off here. And O'Leary and Harrelson between them, trying to make life difficult for Longford Town. And O'Leary has done well here again. Strong challenge. One of the goal scorers tonight, Stephen O'Leary. And into the corner flag to work down the clock. And about a minute left, thereabouts. And O'Riordan and Kavanagh. And that's a throw for Cobh, and that will do very nicely indeed for Ramblers. Top performance again tonight for Stuart Ashton's side. And they move on to 11 points from their 8 matches played. And you have to say, with a bit of luck in previous matches, they could well be on the 13 mark and in those playoff places. But as of now, they're just 2 points off it. And they've got Dundalk to come in the Cup on Sunday week. They might fancy the chances of an upset the way Dundalk are going at the moment, beaten by Sligo Rovers tonight.
Yeah, but you know what it is, Trevor? It's a beautiful game for Cobh. You know what I mean? The way they're playing at the moment, confidence in the team, young, energetic team, to have the champions of last year coming down to, on their own pitch. So it's a great opportunity, a game that Cobh can, if they play it tonight with high energy, there's no doubt that in the current form that Dundalk are in, that they could swing a surprise.
Well, there's the full-time whistle sounded by Kevin O'Sullivan. Well, thanks to John Caulfield for his comments and time here tonight at St. Comas Park. And what a night it's been for Cobh Ramblers. They have beaten Longford Town by 2 goals to 0 Conor Drynan with the opening goal on 20 minutes, and Stephen O'Leary coming off the bench with a lovely little flick on 75 to give Cobh Ramblers all 3 points. So 6 points in the space of a few days for Stuart Ashton's side, and it really has been a satisfactory week. And we'll talk to Stuart Ashton shortly to get his comments, but I'm sure he'll be absolutely delighted. So full time here under the lights at St. Coleman's Park, and Cobh Ramblers have beaten Longford Town by 2 goals to 0.